Well, here I go, 11:15, recording a video. Anyway, the title for this video is Energy Non-Conducive to Healing or Well-Being. The blurb reads, I slept a good while today, which is good. However, it comes with a stiff penalty. I now face, once again, a challenging night of sleeplessness. This, as those who have been following my progress know, is a real challenge for me. Some days I simply cannot sleep because of other demands. Insomnia, however, seems to be pandemic. I see lots of my friends who are also online and active during the nighttime hours. I suspect this is not always a choice, as it is not for me. Is this a sign of the times? Is it related to the attempt of the cabal to retain their illusion of control? There are many things going through my mind, and so this may be a scattered video in some respects, because I'm not focused on one thing, I'm focused on a broad picture, of which I have very real symptoms of as far as sleeplessness goes, and I'm sure other people do as well. But I'm wanting actually to focus more on the bigger picture than just the individual picture of my life and of lives of my friends here and there who also have trouble sleeping when it's dark out. Now, I know that I've had jobs where I worked swing shifts or night shift, in which sleeping at night was, working at night was the norm, and sleeping in the day was required because of that. But that's not the case in my life right now. I want to be able to sleep at night, and yet I can't. I was blessed last night with around 4 o'clock with the ability to fall asleep, and I slept a lot today, maybe 8 hours altogether. Not, of course, in one stretch. That would be a real miracle. But in several bits and pieces, I probably put together about 8 hours of sleep. But again, that's not where I want to put my focus on this video. I look at the world and I look at the dilemma of the cabal trying to stay in power. And they do this through the police departments, which are privately owned entities, through the prison system, which is a privately owned entity. Everything, in fact, in the cabal is privately run for profit, and it's actually unlawful. Anybody that does the research will realize that they are trying to hang on to an unlawful thing. When the Dragon family has released, oh God, I should have looked up that number, something like $51 trillion or something like that has been released in gold backed and commodity backed real money that has value, not fiat currency. I don't remember the exact number, and please forgive me for not looking that up before I began the video. But it's a staggering amount of wealth that is set to be distributed and change the paradigm from the old paradigm to the new paradigm. But the cabal doesn't want that. There's a lot of people with vested interest in the old paradigm, especially in the United States and Canada and Australia and countries along that line have not yet joined in with the I forgot the word there too, where it's Russia and China and India and South Africa and Brazil, the BRICS nations. That's what it's called. I could name all the countries, but I couldn't remember the title, so I didn't name them in the order that they actually occurred. But the BRICS nations is operating in the new paradigm, and that paradigm brings wealth to the whole planet. Now, once again, as I've said before, they're not going to hand us all $6 million. They're just not going to do that because they're smart enough to know that if they did that, the whole world system would collapse because people would not retain their jobs. In order to keep people from retaining their jobs, the money is dished out on a schedule, so much each month, which may seem like a very small number. I don't know, it's $1,000 or $1,200 a month for adult and $600, I think, for each child. And if you have a plan, if you're going to build something and create something that benefits the world and society, you can be funded. I don't really think that there's a limit. It's as big as your dreams want to make it. But if you want to just live on the $1,000 or $1,200 a month plus the money for your children or whatever, you're able to do that too. You're able to grow according to your vision, according to your hope and desire and your passion. Nobody's going to force anything on you, but we're all wealthy. That's the point that I'm trying to make. And the energy of the old system is non-conducive to that. It wants us to stay needy and in bondage. It doesn't want our debts to be forgiven, whereas under the BRICS protocol, all of the debts are wiped out. There is no more debt. The debt does not follow you. If you have a house, it's going to be your house. The mortgage is going to be paid. If you have a car and you have car payments on it, it's going to be paid. Any debts are going to be simply covered under the BRICS plan. But it stops the fraud. It stops the fraud done by the United States corporation and corporations and all of the New World Order stuff, which is all based, again, on fraud. And it's not conducive to healing or well-being. It's conducive to slavery. It's conducive to deception. It's conducive to keeping us limited in our capacity to make something of our lives and to grow. Now, I want to add something. That pretty much covers what I wanted to talk about. But I want to add something here. Some people claim that the volume is really, really low on my videos. And yet, when I go to listen to my videos, I don't find that being a problem. So this could be YouTube messing with some of my videos to make them less desirable, less attractive. I'm not saying that that's what they're doing, but it makes it very curious for me why when I listen to my videos they seem okay, when other people listen they can't seem to hear as much as they want. Now we do know, again, that this is related to the topic. We do know that the cabal has been practicing dirty tricks for a long time, and this could be another one of their dirty tricks. Because probably YouTube and Facebook and all of these social media are still probably influenced a great deal by the cabal and by those who want to maintain the old system. But I want to encourage each of you to pray that the new system falls into place and that we're able to overcome the system of lies and deception and make a world that literally works for everyone, where the very system itself helps our well-being and helps us to heal. Not just somebody like me who has suffered some surgeries and stuff like that and needs the healing energy, but just in general, the human population needs to heal from years and years and years of deception and human slavery. So with that in mind, I'm going to say thank you for listening, and I will talk to you again whenever the next time might be. Namaste.